That's how people get pranked.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Wow. Yes. If you don't want that pole to go somewhere uncomfortable, I suggest getting it out with my
This is actually my copy. Do you have your copy? Oh, your copy's there. I have a lot of props today.
You think?
You said that with most etiquette.
The little product.
This is one nice looking hat here. Do not think I'm going to be able to put on any kind of
I told you she will like it.
Is that why y'all have like semi-decent hats and I've got the mosquito I'm
You're actually supposed to soak it in water.
Yeah.
Ah,
We were like, oh, yeah.
I've got strings.
Everywhere.
I have feelings about my strings. Alright. I suppose I'm supposed to put on my sunglasses.
Oh, I didn't know that was okay.
케일랑 그거 쓰니까 얼굴이 너무 안 보여.
There's no room!
Do you want me to change?
It's
Would
okay.
this be better?
For Kayla, she'll say it's okay.
괜찮아.
Yeah.
오케이.
oh.
먼저 할게요.
I can barely see with my sunglasses on. It's very dark. Here is your daily quiz reminder, listeners. You still have a chance to answer our quiz question and send those answers in to pound 9870 for your chance to win one of our awesome prizes. Today's quiz is related to our news story when we're talking about an old waterway in Gangjin that was built with the help of a renowned Dutchman, Hendrik Hemmel. The waterway system in Gangjin County, Jeonnam Province, has been promoted into a nationally important agricultural heritage status. This waterway has been newly added to the agricultural heritage list because it was designed to overcome the shortage of water the county with a large agricultural land had struggled with since the past. The ecological circulation system of the waterway, where the water is supplied from 100 reservoirs, is first used at households before irrigating the land, and this is what distinguishes it from any of the others of the same kind in Korea. This irrigation system still supplies water to an agricultural area of 2,209 hectares in the county. And if you're not sure who Hendrik Hemmel was, he actually worked as a bookkeeper with the Dutch East India Company in the 17th century, and he is known to have been involved in the construction of the waterway. So this waterway is incredibly old. That does bring us to today's quiz, listeners. Who is the guy from the Netherlands who wrote the first account of Korea for the first time in Europe? Was it A. Hendrik Hemmel, B. Lemur Gulliver, or C. Huckleberry Finn? If you know the answer to that, you can of course send us a text right now to pound 9870. Keep in mind though, a short text will cost you 51, a longer text will cost you 101. Sending in the right answer, you have a chance to win lovely prizes, which include a gift certificate to Big Doll Women's Hospital and a 10,000 won gift card to Bakery Ericsson in Yanggwang. Up next is part 3 and 4, where you and we answer the question, what are you doing? Let's meet together live on NawTube, channel GFN. Keep it tuned here to GFN, 98.7 FM in Gwangju, 93.7 FM in Yasu. I can't see very well. Hi. Hello. This thing keeps hitting me.
Oh no.
Can bend it up.
I was the only one who didn't know that we're supposed to bring sunglasses. I feel left out.
I give you mine, but they're prescription.
Yeah, mine too.
Throughout history, humans have been curious about the world around them. We're almost always doing, seeing, making, or thinking about something. Our curious nature leads us to ask our friends, family, neighbors, and acquaintances, what are you doing? Join us to find out in the studio. I'm your host, Kayla Nichols, and welcome now to What Are You Doing? Good morning.
Morning.
Listeners, you really, really, really should go to NawTube right now, Channel GFN.
Yeah.
Today is like a hot summery day, and we are wearing different hot summery apparel.
We're dressed like downs.
Right. And black. I don't know who wears black I wear black in summer, but
But you don't know who has what.
but who else wears black in summer? Apparently April and Frank are wearing black in summer. But we have these cool neckties, which I feel I need to soak in water immediately because it's warm in here with a hat on. We are also rocking some amazingly fashionable hats, except I came late, so I'm stuck with the I'm going to work in the fields hat with the really wide brim. But the good thing is, listeners, I burn like a lobster. There will be no burning in the studio today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and some cool neck things and our sunglasses. So Frank, I'm assuming that's Frank. It's hard to see with my hat on. Headbutting the microphone here. Frank, how are you today?
I'm super happy.
Super happy.
Yeah.
What?
Actually, I had a great week last week.
Oh, that's good.
And of course, it's hot outside. You know.
It is hot.
Yeah.
It's already hot. It's only 11 o'clock and I'm melting into a little hot.
Summer is really here.
This little thing at the back is going to really irritate me. There, listeners, how's that? Is that better? Yes.
No.
Nothing better.
Nothing better. All right.
It's warm.
Frank, I'm glad you had a good week. You look very cool today.
Yes.
Fine.
Elvis, how about you? Because Elvis, okay, let's be honest, Elvis is like the most fashionable one here. He's got a fashionable hat, fashionable sunglasses, a fashionable neck thing. What's going on, Elvis?
Yeah, you know, 피디님이 뭐 지geb이라고 하셔서 나 그 말을 따라 한 뿐이지.
Whoa. And I got nothing of that.
You got sunglasses.
Actually, I got, that's it. You know. Yeah, why, yes, I do. 네, 알았습니다. 네.
You know, I can see you.
That is, it's really, okay, so even there's extra lights here, listeners. With the extra lights, it's like a regular studio light in here.
Yeah,
That's
right?
my sunglasses.
Well, I'm feeling very good today.
Good.
Yeah, only because of the atmosphere here. But
yeah.
when I think of the summer, I really hate summer.
I agree with you there.
Yeah.
April, how are you doing? If I headbutt this microphone one more time, I'm gonna...
It's great to be back here in Gwangju.
Yes.
And did you guys miss me?
We did,
Thank you so
yes.
much. Oh my. It was
Don't listen to them.
It was the one
We
was not
did.
protecting.
We did. Professional indeed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
Do you feel hotter, though, when you're, like, talking about being hot and wearing a hat and...
Yes.
Like,
Wearing a mask.
I was going to say, and wearing something around your neck that's not cool at the moment. A little bit. Listeners, in case you haven't done so already, please go onto Channel GFN because What Are You Doing is meeting listeners in multiple ways because our voices and music come out on the radio, but the show is also being live streamed on NawTube. You can check out Channel GFN and come and join us every Wednesday. Now, on NawTube, it's 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. On the radio, it's 11 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. But don't forget to click like and subscribe to Channel GFN so you don't miss a thing.
매주 수요일 11시에서 12시 GFN이 라디오뿐만 아니라 너튜브로도 여러분을 찾아갑니다. So, what are you doing? 이름하여
뭐하니? 오늘 몰라요. Just kidding. I do know. It's June now. Officially June 2nd, right? I didn't miss it, right? And the weather, of course, is getting hotter and hotter as we go day by day. We know that summer is right around the corner. We know that the humidity, 습기, 조금만 기다려, and then 습기 100%.
Yeah.
I think 오늘 80%? 습기 지금 80%? 아마도 70% or 80%.
high.
That's high.
It's high enough, right?
Yeah.
Good. Who controls the weather this summer? You know? So today we're actually going to talk about how we survive hot summer days from, let's say, typically it was like late July, but I'm going with like late May to like early December. That's, when it starts getting, I'm just kidding. It's obviously a little exaggerated, but it's still, compared to say Canada where we have gotten snow in October before.
Oh, yeah.
Usually October still in Korea is warm.
Yeah.
The nights are starting to get a little bit cooler. You start to open up your windows, right? But still warm, right? From July until August is peak summer vacation season in Korea, and the scorching heat and humidity kind of signals it's time for summer vacation because nobody can stand being in work and school all day, right?
Yep.
And it's kind of nice that people kind of get away from daily routines. They set off for somewhere cool and nice. There's sandy beaches, there's lush mountains, there's beside rivers, there's tons of choices, right?
Yeah.
Have you had a proper summer vacation here in Korea, Frank?
A proper summer
A
vacation.
proper summer vacation.
Yeah, many times.
Oh.
Aren't you lucky?
Yeah.
Rub salt in the wound for those of us who haven't. Where did you go for one of your proper summer vacations?
My summer vacation is always Busan.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
That's
All right.
it's like, I think I won't say it here, but Busan is like my hometown in Korea. So whenever I'm free and I want to have fun, I go to Busan.
Wow. I maybe shouldn't admit this, but in 14 years I've never been in the summertime to, am I saying it right, Haeundae Beach?
Hey.
Oh, I've never been there. I went in the wintertime,
Oh.
but never.
Kayla.
It was really nice in winter. Nobody was there.
Exactly.
The water was cold. We didn't go swimming, but
But you're Canadians.
yeah,
Stereotype.
you have a point there. Polar bear dip? Anyone? How about you, Elvis?
I will not say like proper, but like I think it was around 2 years ago. 여름 때 그 제주도 갔어요.
Oh.
It was really nice. I really enjoyed it, and I was just all over in the water. It was nice.
Oh my god, I think I'm backwards. 제주도 갔어요. 하지만 겨울 시간 갔어요. Went to 제주도.
You really like winter trips.
I think because our summer vacation with the academy is only 3 days, but in the winter one we take
It's
5
longer.
days.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So I've been to Haeundae in the winter.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
to Jeju-do in the
winter.
winter. April, where have I gone that you've gone in wintertime?
I think everywhere that they mentioned
But in summertime?
in summertime,
summertime.
and even like Gangwon-do is really nice. The weather's not so
The
hot
East
there.
Sea is
Right.
the best.
Yes,
Yeah,
so-
I really like the East Sea.
That is one place in Korea I have not been yet.
You
In
should,
any
you should.
season, I'd like to go. Maybe not in winter, because I did hear their winters are similar to
Yeah.
my hometown
Yeah, it's crazy.
Canadian winters with lots of snow. And
Yeah.
although I could probably drive,
It's a long drive.
I'd worry. Okay, so I'm kind of curious about what the summer season is like, because honestly, in Korea it can get like rainy a lot, and in Canada typically you have a lot of rain in the like springtime or late fall time. But in summertime it's very rare to get as much rain as you do here in Korea. So we have like rain barrels set up and whatnot. So as well as ancestors, I want to know what they did in the past to survive the summer, because obviously before, air conditioning was a factor. And let's start with Korea, with April, since, we're here in Korea.
Yes.
Our home adopted country.
Yeah. So there were several traditional ways and items used to stay cool during the hot summers that are still being used today. So I don't know if you have seen some Korean elders in the rural areas, but I remember seeing a lot of 할머니 and 할아버지 carrying hand fans during the summer.
Buche.
Yes, buche. So people used to, actually ancestors used to give hand fans as gifts to others before the summer arrived. And so do we have a picture that shows like different types of fans used in Joseon Dynasty?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
If not,
Yeah, even in Joseon Dynasty, they had like fancy fans, hand fans as gifts.
they're pretty. 너무 예뻐.
And so, and the other one is ancestors used to wear clothing made of remi, moshi, and hemp, sambe stalks during the summer, So apparently hemp was used really common back in the day for clothing.
Okay. Maybe because it was cooler?
It has a cooling effect.
Or
Yeah,
it
it's
like
thinner,
sucks up
and
the
then-
moisture wicking, if you
Right,
will.
right.
Sort of like sweat wicking.
It doesn't really stick
Oh,
on your
I hate
skin,
that.
so it's actually cooler in that sense.
It
I
kind
guess.
of just lets the air pass through.
Yeah,
and
exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
I used to love jeans, you know, like jeans, but jeans in summer are a definite
Yes.
no.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then the next one is the Dutch wife 주부인.
Yeah.
So it's originated from China and spread to many other Asian countries. It's made of bamboo and empty inside, so it helps to cool down at night. And it is shaped long so that it's easy to hug while you sleep. Okay, and so
프랭크한테 선물 줘야지.
as a gift, yeah, that'd be a great gift for Frank.
프랭크. 네.
선물 기다릴게요.
And lipstick on there, some glasses.
And the bamboo mat, 돗자리, was another item used to cool off during the summer.
Like
so,
what's behind us?
yes,
kind
this
of?
one, exactly.
So that's what that is.
Yes. And so I found a picture that includes the whole package that I just mentioned. And I hope that you can see it. So the 어르신 is wearing rainy clothing that I mentioned and holding a fan on his right hand while hugging the 주부인 on his left hand. And he's lying on the bamboo mat. So he's like the ultimate package of summer look.
Yeah.
If only I could ask him, is it really cool?
Cool. He looks so calm, but it looks like it's
Right.
actually cool. And
I think looking calm is part of the deal.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
as a mother, you're supposed to
Come on.
do not let that sweat drop.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, I hope there's a picture.
Yeah.
And there's another way that ancestors used was going to small valleys up on the mountains or near the streams or creeks and dipping their feet under the water.
Ooh, I still like doing that now.
Yeah.
There's tons of tiny little like rivers that run even next to like highways, weirdly
Yes.
enough. And you can find kids splashing around, sticking their feet in, and nice people will put that black, I think it's plastic, but it's like a woven plastic, and it just kind of provides just a teeny bit of shade, enough to
Right.
keep the sun
I think I
off
know.
you, right? So what is your favorite way to cool off, April?
So my favorite way of cooling off during the summer days is to eat watermelon with the electric fan on. Like forever. Ever since I was little, my favorite thing to do was during the summer night was to put a blanket just over my tummy and have the fan on for the whole night.
My kids, that's the only way I can. If I cover them with the blanket, they'll kick it off.
Yeah.
So just over like the belly button area, and then they don't wake up, and you're like, careful.
Really?
It's on.
Why
That
the
works.
bell? Why the bell?
Yeah, for me, I don't want to know.
Well, I don't want to
that
get
at
stomach ache, right? So if it's too cool, your stomach, I get stomach ache.
I have no idea, but my kids want their I hate my feet being hot, which is why I never
Yeah, me
like
too,
that,
me
even in
too.
winter, right? So I can get not like pushing their, but maybe their legs too. Maybe they don't like anything. I don't know.
Sweaty.
Sweaty, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was my way.
That's interesting. Only the belly.
Yeah, only the belly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Maybe it provides,
It's a bit
with the
super
wind
exciting.
on you, it provides just enough warmth because it's where your heart is. Maybe it
Yes.
provides just enough warmth to
Yeah.
keep your body, the blood going through.
Maybe.
Well, you know, your heart's
Yeah.
up here, right? But like to
Yeah,
send
yeah,
it down
yeah.
to the feet, right? It passes through a slightly warmer as you're
Yeah.
coolish on the top area.
I don't know.
I'm guessing here,
yeah.
guys. I have no idea. maybe
새로운 사실.
some people like
We
my
need to
kids in
research on
April are
that.
just weird.
I'm the weird person here.
My children, so you're not alone.
Weird is the new green.
Okay, so do you have a most memorable trip that you took? Like a vacation, summer vacation?
Yeah, so my most memorable summer trip is when I went to Japan with my mom and my sister in 2017. I think there's a picture of me pointing. And it was my last family trip that was actually out of Korea before like everything else like
Shut
COVID
down.
and everything. Yeah. And so we went by a cruise.
Oh.
So it was more fun and interesting than just going by a plane.
Right.
So, and the interesting thing was the ship had a small public 목욕탕 within it.
ship?
Yeah, on the ship. So like women's and men's of course.
Right, right.
But it was really cool. They had like the like 온탕 and then 냉탕, the cold
Right.
water and the warm water. It was
Okay, wait.
cool.
How long did it take you to get to Japan?
right,
Because isn't there's a hydro ferry that can go from like Busan to
Yeah, so I went to Busan to take the cruise ship,
right?
and I think it was like 6 to 8 hours.
Oh,
6 to
just
8
6
hours.
hours?
Yeah. Like because we went to the closest one from the Japan, which was like southern part.
Right.
Yeah.
Fukuoka? or-
Yes,
no.
Fukuoka.
Fukuoka.
That's where the Canadian embassy is.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the only reason I know.
So yeah, it was really fun. That was my memorable trip.
And you went in what month?
It was actually July. So
Oh.
Because I went to Japan in 2007 in the month of August, but I was only there for 2 days. And listeners, I burnt through my umbrella.
yeah, it
The
was really hot.
sun was
Yeah.
brutally hot. I had an orange umbrella. I was like, I went to the beach. I was kind of hiding under it because I was like, well, you know, the sun feels so much hotter than Canada. So I was like, you know, trying to hide under. And then when I got to my hotel room that night, the top of my forehead, my nose, and my tips of my shoulders were red. And I was like, well, that's kind of weird. I wasn't out in the sun. I was always covered with the umbrella. I burnt through the umbrella. Either the heat from like an oven baked my skin or the sun.
Yeah, it was really
Didn't
hot.
know.
It was really hot.
So what you're basically saying is Japan is hotter in summer.
In the southern part,
Yeah.
because it's lower than South Korea. If you see the map, the southern part of Japan, so it's way hotter. It's
Closer
like
to the
Hawaii.
equator, kind
yeah,
of.
closer to the equator. So,
Yes.
so yeah,
But I will say that Korean summer has more supki. Mani
yeah, the
supki
humidity
compared
makes
to-
it
That's
worse.
the
Yeah,
problem, yeah.
humidity.
Kidding me. Okay, let's move on to Elvis. What is summer like in Kenya? Because I would assume it's like, it kills me now. Just, I won't even bother going, I'll die.
Well, but apparently summer is a very foreign concept to Kenyans.
Right.
Yeah, so like looking at the weather in Kenya, the climate in Kenya, it's basically divided into two. Tugero na Noisoyo. Ugirang Kongi, the dry season and the hot season. Yeah, so it's either it's raining or not raining. Yeah, and what we have like closest to summer is like during the months of late December to around February and early March. Yeah, and this is like the hottest period till Tongo Hateo. So maybe the highest temperatures might go up to around 29-30 in the capital city area. Yeah, but it can be hotter, like we have like half desert Pansamak Chioktoiso, so maybe it can go up to around 35 degrees Celsius.
Wow.
So totally, but
Sorry, I just died when I heard 35.
but it's a desert area, so
It's dry.
It's drier.
So it totally depends on the area, because like of the formation of the land, we have like the highlands, the plains, and all that.
Right.
Yeah. So it totally depends with the area. But like during this summer period, it's actually just summer in quotes. It's not really summer.
No.
Yeah. It's just not really summer. So like I think many people have this misconception that Africa is very
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah, that's why I did
Yeah.
so. I was thinking Kenya, you know,
Yeah.
it looks really hot.
예. 그래서 그 테프리카 아니면 콘프리카 이렇게라고 하는 거죠. 그 아프리카 쪽 많이 더울 것 같았어. 근데 그거는 사실 아니에요. I think what people misunderstand is like we have like the northern region of Africa where we have like the Sahara Desert, and it's desert region, so obviously very hot. The temperatures can go up to around maybe 40 something.
Wow.
Yeah, 42. So like countries in the northern African region.
You're talking about all this hot now. I'm hot. I'm a hot flash.
So countries in the northern African region, Africa 북쪽에 있는 나라 Egypt, Algeria, Libya, Tunisia, such, they are hot. Yeah.
Always
But
summer.
when you come like lower, the weather is more
Yeah.
tropical. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, where you'll find like we have Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Congo, like this.
Right.
On the lower side.
Yeah, towards down like. But when you get South Africa, there are regions that experience the 4 seasons. Yeah. So totally depends with the area. So
Yeah,
when
it's big. Africa's big.
so total misconception. I like to correct that.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
Good point. Good
We're
point.
educational here.
Yes.
Yeah. 왜냐면 항상 여름쯤이면은 사람들이 저한테 물어봐요. 그 여름 싫다면서요. 그 케냐 여기보다 덥지 않아요? So I feel like
You should bring a map. It's like, here's the
yeah.
map of Africa.
Yeah, and this is what we call the tropical climate. Yeah.
But that's actually important to know as well because humidity can vastly affect
Right.
what it feels
Exactly.
like. So when I tell people in Canada, oh, it got to be like minus 30 with the wind chill, and they're like, oh my god, minus 30. I'm like, but it feels like Korea's minus 5.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm kind of one of those person who assumed that that Kenya would be really hot. So when you said 29, I was like, oh my god, and then you were like, but it's dry. Okay, well
Yeah.
that wouldn't be too bad then.
Exactly.
That would be not so
So
not so
I
hot,
will
right?
say how people like deal with summer. Summer, you just go indoors or under a tree.
Shade, yeah.
All right.
That sounds like a plan.
It's what I do now. Where's the nearest tree? I have to wait for the light to turn. All right.
Yeah. But in summer that doesn't help, right? Like
Yeah.
now that the humidity is going high, everywhere is.
It's very hot. It's very hot, listeners. That's what I'm trying to get out. I think climate change is affecting a lot everywhere.
For sure.
Okay, listeners, we need to take a song break and we also need to take a station break, but don't go anywhere because in the second half we're going to talk about Elvis's favorite place to have gone, and we're also going to talk about Frank's country and what it's like there in summertime. We're going to listen to a track by Kangta and Boa and Dongbang Shingi, and it's called 태양은 가득히.
우리 이제 모자 벗을까요?
네.
잘 안 보이고.
I was going to say, I'm so sweaty.
Kayla.
저는 괜찮고요.
Kayla is a winter person.
I am a winter person, and earlier there was no aircon in here.
오, 수박을 먹으나.
My favorite.
What does
That
Sai
will
say?
help me cool
What
down.
does Sai say?
Oh,
Sai?
모자 주십시오.
I don't know the song.
Really?
Or maybe I do, but
You can't tonjo?
You can't turn that. Which language is that? Oh,
Wow.
맛있는 거 저거?
They say, ooh, I get a whole bowl by myself. Suckers.
Sorry.
Oh, damn, thank you.
Here for you.
Oh,
The song's on.
hey,
I
so
can't
we've got
see
a few
anymore.
viewers.
You should get this prescription.
I was going to say you need distance.
I'm good.
Mine too are actually prescribed too, so I'm good.
I think we have the same problem, right?
Hmm?
But I changed my own to just UV.
This is actually really, like, if it's not wet, it's really hot.
But I really like
I had
it.
to take mine off. You're talking about 35 weather. I thought, oh my god, I'm sweating. I need to take it off again.
Decoration.
New face,
You must.
new face.
Oh, that? Oh, okay.
먹을래?
And it has sugar.
난 배불러 별로.
I think it's that one.
어제 먹었어.
I remember dance, but.
근데 나만 덥나? 덥지 않아요?
더워요.
왜 이렇게 더워?
지금 다 벗어서
왜 이렇게 저기 리모컨
It's,
있대?
it's covered. The remote is covered. Oh, it's there.
Should I reduce?
Yeah, introduce the temperature.
Yeah.
I was like, only again and then.
Get ready to freeze. You know, I once left my AC on all night.
Oh,
Yeah,
a
right?
little early.
Me, like end of October, November. That's when I thought.
Yeah,
turn
toward
on
the
my
end of
heater.
November,
If it's snowing out, I will turn it on to 18.
18.
18, my floor heat to 1.8.
Yeah. 18 is 1.8.
No, I just.
It goes down to 16, so you know it's not the coldest setting.
Yeah.
The problem is when I go out and leave it all on. I have to go
Your
back
heat?
home every time. If I leave the heater on. at
But if
home.
you set it low, turning it on and off and on and off actually uses up more gas to get it
Actually,
to the. You should just leave it on.
Yeah, yeah.
Is this wrong, Ty?
No, it's okay. You just now read right there. You'll go.
프랭크 한다고.
You need to write something right here.
I gotta get through the summer, guys. That's why I'm like.
Yeah.
Fighting.
화이팅. 아자 아자.
It's 힘들어. I nose itchy now, and I smell watermelon.
먹어 드셔요.
Do you have to just smell it or just eat it?
No, I think you can eat it. That's why they gave us
루안다에도 수박 있어요?
네, 있죠.
오, 케냐에도 있고.
수박
많이
좋아요.
많이
수박 좋아요.
저렴하고.
There was a fork.
그치.
네.
Yeah, that's the other thing. People think that we don't
Be
have
careful you don't eat
watermelon.
plastic.
What just happened?
It's
Honestly,
good.
when you came in, didn't you
시원해요.
smell the watermelon having been cut in the other room? The whole hallway smelled good.
케냐 멋진데?
It was so much fun. Because 여름 시간.
자, 우리 케냐 한번
힘들어요.
여름,
케냐 멋져요.
여름 이건 있잖아.
누군지 못 알아보겠어. 선글라스
맞아요.
쓰고 지금.
신입 열공.
Steve, give me your watermelon. 팡팡팡팡.
Not 열공, 열고.
Your goal.
Go away heat.
의적 같은데, 의적? 의적.
누구세요?
Yeah, watermelons are nice.
찢지 않은 태양.
They're very good.
Mm.
Which assignment?
Eh?
I have
The
exam
assignment?
tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Your lifelong
I was
assignment.
untitled.
That one is a lifetime assignment.
Yeah. We need.
Thanks for reminding.
I was gonna say, Peng Swappa hasn't said hello yet. I don't know if he's watching or not.
We miss you.
Peng Swappa, do not let Frank off the hook.
Yeah. I think he's writing a new song themed with Frank.
With Frank. Duet.
Oh,
Yeah.
A duet.
Frank. Oh,